My name is Sam. I am the director of product. I look after Oceania, Africa, and North America.
Yeah, my name is Kate Couture. I'm the director of operations for Oceania and North America, so work very closely with Sam. What makes the region unique is that we really took a hard look at the styles in which we travel. In the past, 90% of the time was by bus, but we've really mixed that up now. So on the 18 to 39 on the East Coast, it's all traveling by train. In New Zealand, one of the most iconic train journeys in the world, across the Transalpine. We're on boats, we're on ferries, hikes, we're kayaking, we're biking. So we've really tried to mix it up and make sure that there's something for everyone in all of the different styles. And it's taken a lot of work and effort by a lot of individuals to make sure that we have those unique experiences, and we work with those suppliers that are homegrown small businesses.
Gadventures is able to see most of Australia and New Zealand. For 18 to 30s, one of the highlights in Australia, 18 to 30s, is spending the majority of time on the East Coast and really digging into everything that's there on that East Coast. And you really will walk away feeling like you've done all the highlights of the eastern part of Australia. The time spent sort of overnighting on a boat is really a highlight for people. And then with that, tons of free time to be able to add surf lessons, to be able to add hikes and things like that. And now there's a huge food culture in Australia. Art scenes, popping up all over the place. So 18 to 30s, the coast is really the highlight. But now there's just so much that you can add on to that tour. So classic is really a nice mix of being able to do wine, for example, wildlife, Great Ocean Road, Sydney Opera House. But again, all of these things can be sort of, you spend as much time on them as you want to spend. And then National Geographic for both New Zealand and Australia. Some of the cultural experiences we do in Australia are really unique. We do visit the Red Centre. The earth is quite red, and that's where that name comes from. It's where Uluru is. It's a commitment to get out there. It is a flight, and it's really special. It's a really special place. It's a place to understand it and a place to go to really learn about the Indigenous culture in Australia, specifically because we really want to make the effort to do it the right way and to spend the time really learning about it. It's not a destination you should go and spend a night and leave. And then for New Zealand, it's a bit of a smaller geographic place, so we are able to cover a lot of both islands of New Zealand.
So the most iconic parts of New Zealand, in my opinion, is truly the scenery that you're going to find in New Zealand. It is so vast. The number one feedback that we get is they feel like they've just traveled to 10 different countries in one country. Jagged rocks to beautiful rolling hills to stunning fjords to amazing lakes. So the iconic parts of New Zealand really are focused in everything we do. The Coromandel, Queenstown, Doubtful Sound, Milford Sound, the West Coast, anything and everything that you want to find in New Zealand, you will find on our tours.
What's unique about New Zealand is we also have an active program in New Zealand, which is obviously sort of a match made in heaven. If you know anything about New Zealand, it's sort of known for its adventure travel. It's sort of thrill travel. But we do some of that, but we also do a ton of really cool hikes and biking. And it's really kind of a great way to see what is relatively a small destination, but New Zealand has a way of feeling sort of huge when you get there.
We really took a lot of time, researched to make sure that the Maori experience that we are presenting is incredibly authentic.
And it's going to really show people what it is to be Maori in New Zealand today, trying to preserve their culture, trying to also live in contemporary New Zealand, but do the things that are meaningful to their community and meaningful to them. And it's a really unique experience. So I'm excited for people to see that.
So the G for Good Planetara project that we have at the moment is based in Australia, and we work with our supplier in the Whitsundays and a company by the name of Reef Ecological. And we work very closely with them to teach around what's happening in the Great Barrier Reef right now. And what we actually do is we go to a site where we're actually regenerating the reef and planting new reef in the area. There was a massive tropical storm in 2017 on the East Coast, which wiped out so much of the Great Barrier Reef. So this is our way of helping and giving back to the environment and to the ocean, which is incredibly important. What makes Australia and New Zealand unique with G is truly that ability to speak to the locals. Small group, so you're involved in every decision that's being made.
And you're able to really soak it in. And I think that's just so unique, and it's life-changing to travel with G in this part of the world.